Thrill me. Thrill me. Thrill me. Thrill me.
Thrill me. You are watching Death Curse Society. I'm Tom Atkins. If you don't keep watching Death Curse Society, I will come and do things to you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Death Curse Society's Monday Maniacs right here for you. Check out that beautiful shirt that's on the Ziggy.
Oh, baby. What's going on?
Oh, man. We're going to have maybe a little bit too much fun tonight. I'm just saying. Because this one's going to be very interesting. Later on, we're going to be, and it's not really a debate, we're just going to be comparing the original classic 1980 John Carpenter's The Fog with the 2005 remake. So we want you guys to stick around for that. We watched both of them this weekend. I know a lot of you guys watched both of them this weekend. I'm excited to see that you guys got your homework done.
They're going to be fucking throwing tomatoes at us next time we see them in public. You kidding me?
We're going to have to find something that's not such a bad remake maybe next time, you know. But that's hard to do sometimes.
If anybody is familiar with the history of this show, knows my disdain for this film. So this should be quite entertaining for you as I finally get to unbottle 19 years of venom against this film. 19 years.
Hard to believe, man.
I forgot it after fucking a couple hours. So, I mean, you know.
You're going to hate me. I have it playing in the background right now. Because I want to remember, there are a couple of like little minor, stupid little things that as they come up, I want to remember them and bring them up. So.
Honestly, I can say I started out, I made it a good 45 minutes like into this thing, and I was okay. I was like, you know what? Maybe I was a little harsh on this thing. Maybe I've aged. Maybe I've matured a bit, and I can accept the no. I can't even fuck around and fake it, man. No.
Either Zag is extra loud today with his excitement or Crank is too quiet. We tried something out earlier. Zig got some new equipment, and we were trying to get that to work, and I'm not sure we did.
We did not, and it's just adding to my agitation. I will try to speak a little quieter if I can, but I thought we dialed this shit in a couple hours ago. I guess we're still fucked up.
Let me know if that works a little bit better.
It's loud for fucking my ears. Hello.
That's loud for you?
It's fine. You're good. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can handle it.
I could tune it down. I'm just trying to find that sweet spot.
What do the masses say? That's what I see.
That's
I am speaking into my fucking camera right here. This got this little crappy mics instead of the nice $500 microphone I can't fucking use because we can't get the fucker dialed in. So we'll be getting it worked out. We'll be sounding a little bit better. Crank's mic sounds great, right? Hey, there's Phase.
Who the fuck was that? I was like one of the ghosts from the fog that just came in and popped up.
It's like, yep, just popped in there and ruined everyone's day.
We'll get to you in a minute. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
All right. Let's get rid of the business.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We've got some stuff, some extra stuff there.
We're gonna do some fun stuff up front and get that out of the way because it might be the only positive of this whole show.
Yeah, we're gonna do some happy things here shortly. First off, I want to thank our members before we get into the meat of the show. Of course, we always have to thank our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, BD, and Tyrone. We got to thank our Crazy Ralphs, Dr. Smiley, Rick, and Raymond. And, of course, our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Yes.
Yeah, I have that button now right here, and I can't fucking use it.
You can't use it yet.
Bully for me.
Yeah, we'll get you set up at some point.
I blame the 2005 remake of The Fog for it not working, okay? That's what I'm saying. Everything.
For everything. Rachel, does that sound better out there? Let me know in the comments, please. Also, if you want to become a member, make sure to support the DCS at deathcursesociety.com and find the membership link, and you can look at all the stuff in there and figure out what you want to do and help some brothers out.
Help a brother out, man.
Finally, last, we have to thank our associate producer, FaZe, who is in the wings, and bam! There he is. What up, FaZe? Did you take a little nap?
Yeah, I woke up a little late.
I thought he got stuck in the drive-thru at Taco Bell or something.
Nope. Fucking remake sucks so bad it put me to sleep.
Yeah.
That's an acceptable fucking excuse. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You will not be written up for being late because you have a good excuse.
This is a fucking 0 out of 10 fucking movie. Oh my god. Started like a 3. Now I want to throw that shit off my balcony.
The acceptable excuses are my wife was giving birth. A family member died, and I was watching The Fog, and it put me to sleep. Those are
Fog
excuses.
remake. Yeah,
The Fog remake. And it put me to sleep. Yeah. Oh man, FaZe, you have something to unbox today as well, don't you?
Yeah. I got the big ass wreath.
All right. Well, we're gonna start with Ziggy. But we're gonna have you do one too. So, Ziggy, you ready to take this away for a little bit?
You guys talk because I'm pulling out my ears and I'm going to switch cameras for a second. So I'll be back in a little bit. You guys let me know what you fucking think. I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome.
You got to switch cameras?
Watch.
Okay.
Have you seen
Voila, here we go.
Oh, you got a switcher and everything. All right.
Damn. I don't got that going on.
Ah, there we go. Yes. All right. So what he is doing is the gang over at Bell's Fancy Creations have gifted him a wreath, and this is the first time he's seeing it, I believe. Oh shit. He has no microphone though, unfortunately. Hold on. Let me get you the solo here.
That is incredible.
There it is. Hold on. Go back. I just. Nice printers there. Jesus Christ. 2004 called and wants their printers back. He can't hear me. I forgot.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Let's see that. Oh, nice.
Look at that, man. How the fuck did you design a mask? That is stunning.
Oh, they had to have found that. That's a
well
hard one
done.
to find,
I don't know where they find that shit, dude. That's incredible.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Ziggy is a fan of the Fulci, so That is perfect. Let's see the colors on the edge. A little bit orange and gold.
Yeah,
Is
there's
that
some
what that is?
green, there's some black, some orange.
Nice.
I mean, red. It's all here, man. You
Very,
see, they
very
match
nice.
the fog of the twilight of the city. You see?
Yeah.
It's kind of green, and then it's green here. I'm speechless. I don't know what to
I
say.
noticed that.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Nice. Ziggy being speechless is a good thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck you.
That's great, man.
I'm putting my mouse back together here.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
That's great, man. Special thanks to Bill and Gina over there at Bell's Fancy Creations.
Bell's Fancy Creations, and the story behind that. I didn't realize we were all getting them at first. He's like, "What do you like?" I'm all like, "Ah, fuck," So I was like, "I know, I'll give them something really hard, and then they'll come back, won't be able to find it." I was like, "Then I'll give them the Phantasm of the Dawn of the Dead, something easy." They did it. They can do anything. Anything. Italian splatter from the 80s included.
Yep.
Well done.
Dude, they made one for Hell House LLC with the clowns. And it looked amazing.
Everything we've seen so far, I mean, fuck. I don't know what to say, man. It's such a unique thing. And,
Yeah.
we saw that one booth. There was another booth that had wreaths. They weren't anywhere near
We've seen a few other
to
ones.
this
but
degree like this, though.
No.
This detailed. Man.
We've seen a couple other ones around the country, but these guys are legit. And if you and they don't just do horror.
Anything.
She's gotten on this kick lately where she's doing like dragons
Oh,
in the
those are-
shape of the wreaths, and those are sick, man.
It's a coiled up dragon,
Yep.
and it's got the full head. But I don't know, man. It's just the shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing so well, and they are highly sought after prizes when we play Curse Your Luck. So I mean,
Oh, dude.
that's
I
proof.
love it. I love it when the winner of our second game is always like, "Man, I wanted that Freddy one," or whatever it was,
Yeah.
And they're like, I'll take, but this one's good too, But there's always,
Yeah.
one at the top that's really sought after, and then if you play the later games, you gotta take what's left,
Oh, well, the first winner, I was like, choose, and he was like, really?
Really?
I was like, yeah, man.
He was happy.
Yeah. But they
Wow.
will be, Bill, correct me if you have something else coming up. They will be at Days of the Dead in Phoenix, I think, if you guys are heading out that direction. And they will also be, of course, at Morgan Crypt in Albuquerque in September.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's where it all started. The Morgan Crypt. That's where we first come across those guys, and they fucking wallop the place, selling wreaths to everybody.
Yeah, they were almost sold out by the end of the
Right,
weekend.
man,
He did well.
So, FaZe, you want to split yours open? And I mean, open your box. I mean, pull out your wreath. That was the least sexual thing I could say about it. Pull out your wreath.
That's
The other
still
two-
bad.
I didn't mean it.
What the hell is the matter with you anyway?
At least I already cut the tape off.
All right.
That's all I did on mine. I let my mom look at it, and she was all like, I don't get it. I started laughing right away. I was like, all right, that's good. That's excellent.
All right, let's see. I can't really do this all fancy like Ziggy did. I can try.
Oh, that was hardly fancy. If you could see the rig, how it's set up, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, how did that even work?
Dude, do you have a video splitter?
I don't.
Well, how'd you do the switch?
Well, I've got 2 ports on my machine.
You have 2 HDMI ports?
Yeah.
Or 2 USB ports?
2 USB and an
Okay.
HDMI.
Okay.
Well, three USB.
Okay. Because I've been looking at video switchers for some of the other stuff that we've been talking about getting into later. So.
Hey, I'll pick one up.
All right. While FaZe is getting some of his boxes out, I'll try to see what's going on. over
Anybody?
here.
What does everybody think of the City of the Living Dead wreath? Please tell me.
Oh yeah, throw us some love and throw them some love in the comments. All right. Well, let's see. We got We got Tanya in here
We
tonight.
got
Hey,
a couple
Tanya.
of things to start with
Tanya,
here.
hello.
We've got
Uh-oh.
a couple of books here.
Did some of that fall off of it?
No, they seem detached in general. Maybe they were on that. I don't even know, but
We'll find out.
we'll find out.
A couple of Star Trek
Easy
things.
start.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that is a book. Yes, they are both books. Cool.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
All right, get the big one. Get the big
You
one.
got a Star Trek? That's fucking
Yes,
sick.
it is a Star Trek theme. I gotta get the whole thing out now.
Hey, you got one of those Thing action figures. Huh. When did you get that?
It's not an action figure.
It's oh, okay.
It is a VHS tape.
It looks just like that fucking one I have.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us.
Space. The final frontier.
These aren't easy to open, especially carefully.
They're not, but they are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
I'm gonna have to put this back together a bit.
All right, let's stall a little bit.
All right. Well, let's see. Lorena's in here. There's Tommy Click. What's up, Tommy?
Tommy fucking Click, baby. What's going on, buddy? I'll try not to sing tonight, dude. If I can, I'm in a terrible mood, though, and I may do so. I still think that was hilarious.
That was hysterical. Bill's here. Like I said, Tanya's here. Tanya, hope things
Tanya.
are going well for you out there. We'll bring Faze back in here in a little bit. Yeah. Fight the good fight, Tanya. For those that know, you know.
You know.
Dun, 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 dun. There's Rick. Yeah, Rick brings up a good question. Is there anyone that's going to come to the 2005 Fog's defense tonight?
It's undefendable.
Is it?
It is.
Is it? We'll see. We'll see. I may have a few points. We'll see.
I even found, like I said, I've got Carpenter's input on this too, and I realized something. Something that we talk about a lot stems from this very movie. Yes. Yes. And he doesn't say anything about it being good, bad, or other. He says, this is what I like. I wrote it, so they got to pay me to use it.
Yep. There's BK. There's Rachel, like I mentioned earlier, I think. Yeah, she says more even. Sounds good.
I'm going to
Tarek's in the
yell.
house.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are going to yell.
I'm going to yell.
Tarek's in the house. There's Joshua. Hold on. I can't. Why can't I? There he goes. Joshua says, fuck the remake.
Goddamn right, fuck the remake.
Oh, are you looking for it too?
What? Oh, it's down there.
Here's what we say to the remake.
Fuck you!
Yes. See, I think I need to turn that up just a hair.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Fucking remake.
There's Grizzly. That looks like... Oh, Kiara! What's up, Kiara?
Hey,
Hi, Pookies.
hey.
Welcome
I
back.
know you're the East Coast menace over there, man. So you're out and about all the time. You're never here anymore.
Yep. Gina says CreepyCon in Tennessee is another one they will be going to. I'm not sure of the exact dates of that one, but if you're in the Tennessee area,
Wow, that's a hike.
check it out.
I'm not surprised though that they're gonna do well wherever they go. I think with those.
Good Lord. Grizzly says we counted and we think we have 12 so far, 12 wreaths, but now wanting the classic Universal monsters. Damn.
All right,
That's a room.
let's get to work. You heard him.
There's Michigan Dave.
Yep. I don't know if he's ever seen the remake.
All right, and they're loving the. Yep. Lorena says loving both the wreaths. She's already seen this one, I think.
Right, she's seen it, so yeah.
Where are you, FaZe? What the hell?
He's he's putting it back together.
Did you fall in the box? Oh. He's like, I'm tired Tired of this. I'm disappearing for a minute.
He's a little cranky when he wakes up.
Joshua says it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it, but I'll find a spot for it for that, you know.
Jeez. Paula says she's got 13 wreaths with 7 on order.
What?
No wonder these guys can stay in business.
High rollers, yeah,
just,
man.
Just
Jeez.
from you. God damn.
Hey,
Rick
man.
says, as a new Fulci fan, I'm loving it.
Oh. Rick, welcome to Fulciville. I'm happy you're here. We can have some great discussions once you're all well-versed in the Fulciverse.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it.
Yeah, we'll have... maybe once you get a few under your belt, we'll have to do a top 5 Italian or top 5 Fulci or top 5 something like that.
Glorious.
And have him on as a guest or something.
Yeah.
Gory Tiger's here. There's Raymond.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Our Cincy horror hound brother. What's going on, Raymond?
And he was asking, why would anyone want to defend that remake? It's like, no. This isn't a, yeah.
Not debate it. Like I said, that's why I started the show with, like, it's not really a debate. It's more of a just exploration, I guess you could say.
That's fair. An exploration into the terrible.
Christopher says Ziggy should sing every show.
Ooh. I apologize.
I've seen Ziggy at karaoke. It's not pretty.
As long as I'm in my range, it's all right, you know. But I always step outside of that range, you know. I'm trying to do Dream Theater and shit. It just doesn't work. Iron Maiden.
Rick says, if you defend this crank, you will be simply Skip Baylessing this, as in dude says up because people say down whether he believes it or not. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Controversial take.
There's a few things I am going to point out, but we'll get to that eventually. Tommy Click says, I love the original Fog with Jamie Lee Curtis. Screw the freaking remake, bruh.
Tommy, I couldn't agree with you more, my friend.
I think that is 98% of the viewing public, probably.
I mean, again, let's start dissecting this thing because I'm about to fucking split here.
Yeah.
As in, like, yeah.
Lorena says, I put my headset down, went into the kitchen, and could still hear Zag yelling.
I'm trying to adjust to this new rig right now because I tried to go back and set up my old rig after we decided the new one wasn't going to cut it tonight, and that motherfucker wouldn't turn on either after that. I couldn't get the mic to work there. So I'm all fired up. Piss and vinegar and fog.
Uh-oh. So, all right. We may be without phase for a little bit. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like something. Oh, wait.
Here he comes.
Is he back?
Well, wait a minute.
All right, so I can't really lift it up and show it. I have to do some repair work on it, but I could like take my webcam and try showing it that way.
You want to try that real quick?
It's laid down. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Because this thing is badass.
All right, and there he goes.
Let's see. I don't even know how much cord I have here.
Do your best, man.
That's
Try
what I
to
was
do it
gonna
quick though, because we gotta move on pretty soon.
I know.
Shit.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Well, we don't have a picture on you right now.
I know.
Okay.
Boom. How are we looking here?
Hold on. Let me bring you up
Yep,
here.
get him on the main stage here. There we go.
Can
Got
you
it.
get a little closer?
We got an Enterprise.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Got an Enterprise. Is there a glare going on there? I can't really see what's going on.
Yeah, we can see it. It's focusing.
Yeah.
Is that a Klingon ship?
I see the Enterprise, and I see like
There's
some
the
kind of.
Enterprise.
Oh, it's a communicator.
Trying to get up in here.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's a communicator. I'm trying to get up on this plate here so you can see it.
Nice.
Look at that.
There you go. Come on. It's the classic Star Trek.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Hell yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
That's good stuff.
Colors are blue, like silver.
I'm a next generation guy myself, but I do appreciate. Yeah.
They're both really good.
I never thought I would be, and then like I would come home from my job, it would be on at like 2 a.m, and I'd always be unwinding. I got hooked.
Yep. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Fuck face.
If you're looking for a wreath for yourself or a wreath as a gift for anybody else in your life, check out Bell's Fancy Creations on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, hit them up. They do custom shit. They have some stuff in the pipe that's ready to go.
Sounds like you better get your order in quick because they're about to be backlogged for about a year and a half.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right.
Fuck yeah, face. You too. You got to find a spot for that. Yeah.
Yep. Lorena says,
they're trying to
"Isn't that
get it right up
gorgeous?"
here, but I don't. I've got to figure out how to hang it first.
I'm gonna take down some of the toys and give it a spot over there.
Christopher says, "Awesome Trek wreath."
Fucking A.
Let's see. I gotta get the link.
Bill says that the wreath does light up also, for what it's worth.
Ooh, I think I noticed the communicator does have a light up deal.
Nice.
It's pretty neat. Hell yeah. I'll have to play around with that.
All right.
Oh, that's not the right Instagram.
And Rachel says, now Jimmy needs a Ninja Turtle one.
That
Can be done.
That could be done.
Yeah.
Easy.
But no, Bill and Gina, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was
man.
so awesome. Fuck yeah.
Bell's Fancy Creations. You heard it.
Fancy
Instagram.
Creations.
Facebook.
I'm looking for it.
FaZe is going to get the link
FaZe will
up
get
here
the
in the
link.
comments.
But we got to move on. We got to start talking about this.
It's a half hour in, man.
I want to see you melt down.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's just feasting on my discomfort and anger. It's so fucking weird, man.
Oh,
well, okay. We got to talk a little bit about this. Is something we've been planning for at least 6 months. We had this thought several months ago. I think I was driving back from a con when I sent you guys a voice message or something about it, and I was like, imagine this, we take the original and the remake and we blah 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 and we go over it. But that I want to say that was New Jersey or Philly, one of those last year.
Yeah, but
so we've been working on this for a while.
The hate of the movie has been existent for a long. I don't remember. I think we did a remakes list at some point, and the Fog's not on your list. It's like, how dare you? I was offended immediately. And some people picked up on it, and it constantly gets thrown in my face. Oh, the Fog remake or comparisons to it.
Right.
And it became a film that shall not be named on this show, along with, since we're naming them all, Black Christmas, and I think there's one more. Or is that just these two?
The Resort, not the Resort.
I don't even hate the Resort on this level. The Resort's just I understand what that is. They don't have the ability to make a good movie. They didn't have good source material for the Resort.
I think those were the only two that were not to be named or whatever.
Not to be named. But at some point, it's been a few years on that, but then yes, Crank got the brilliant idea. Let's compare these fucking things and, bring the zit to a head, as it were. And so here we are. It's finally happened.
Ziggy, when we did finally decide a couple of months ago, really, this got put on the calendar.
I had a visceral response to it, and we can discuss. But this is absolutely how I felt. Yes.
Oh God! Wait a minute. Are you naked?
I was. And I was burning my copy of The Fog right there. I had to get rid of it.
Get out.
Well, hey, you wanted to know. This is when we put it on paper that this was on the schedule. I went to the bathroom, and that's what happened. Okay, so I don't like this movie.
Oh God! All right. Well, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the. Let me get to my graphics here. Let's talk about the marketing of the films. in 1980, when The Fog was announced, how excited were you, Ziggy? I'll go ahead and throw the trailer out there.
I knew nothing about it. I saw some coverage of Fangoria magazine, of course, but I didn't know when it was coming or really what it was all going to be. But I mean, I saw this movie before I ever saw this trailer.
Oh, okay.
So it was the triple feature, The Fog, The Children, Phantasm, all one Saturday afternoon, and so I went in cold, man.
Well, the trailer is definitely 80s cheese, for sure. But I think it does capture the feel of the film pretty well. So they do this trailer right. One thing I will say about this movie in general, this ruined me from meeting anyone else that worked in radio for the rest of my life. Because I thought if you had that sultry voice like Adrian Barbeau at KAB Radio, you were going to look like Adrian Barbeau. And then I meet some of my radio idols as a teenager that's, a junkie for someone kind of like her that's got the midnight to 6 shift on the radio, and she's playing all the stuff that you're not supposed to play during the regular hours of, the daytime hours, when stores are open and they might be playing that radio station. They're playing the Pixies and, 9 Inch Nails and, Red Groove and all this other stuff. And I fall in love with, Jan Dean, who in the Tulsa area. Got an invite after we called in. Me and my buddies are driving around Tulsa late one night listening to the show. And she was like, hey, come by the station, hang out for a little bit, pick up some T-shirts. We got some free CDs. And we all go up there. Nothing like Adrian Barbeau. Nothing. So, yeah, this movie ruined me for that because I went for 10 years thinking, man, all radio DJs are hot. No, that's not the case. That's why they're in radio.
A face for radio.
Yeah. But,
excuse me.
Yeah. There's the 1980 trailer. So. Yeah.
I did the same thing. Some of my radio stops. There was a few people I worked with. Hope they're not listening. But yeah, the voice did not match what your mind came up with, Right. No Stevie Wayne.
I'm not sure there is a real Stevie Wayne out there, but if there is, I would have loved to have met her.
There is, because when I interned at a big rock station in Detroit, they were there.
Ah. Well, there you go. What about the posters,
It's intriguing. The original one, I hated the second one because it looked like CGI crap right away. I was like...
On the poster?
On the fucking poster. Look at that shit, dude.
They kind of gave it away early.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. Nevertheless, I was still kind of hyped up to see it.
Well, now, I think it's interesting, though, that the marketing uses Jamie Lee Curtis on the poster, even though she's a pretty minor character in the film.
There's other ones. They did that later.
Okay.
There was other posters too.
They didn't do that. They didn't do that too much later.
Right. If you have the Steelbook, the original is in there.
Right.
You can look at it. Yeah. And right. But yeah, I mean, once they started realizing, okay, we got to get this out, and all the problems it had when they were shooting it, I think they had to do whatever they thought they had to do to make some of the money back.
Yep. All right, let me throw the 2005 trailer up there.
Fuck.
This is short-ish. and it does what most movies in the 2000s did. It was some of that quick cutting, This was the era of trying to build a soundtrack from a horror movie, which this is probably one of the worst failures in that department. in my opinion.
Well, this
because there's only like 2 memorable songs from the whole soundtrack. Oh God, that scene alone is.
I was still forgiving him at that point.
Yeah. Let me look at some of these comments while that's running.
Fucking hell, man. What a waste. Look at this stupid shit. What was the point of that?
They were a lot more obsessed with water in the remake, I noticed. Lots of underwater scenes.
Let's see. Someone said that shit's in the trailer.
This shit really sucked.
Tarek says, I do appreciate that the 1980 trailer had the movie guy narrator contrasted with Radio Lady in the 2005. So
Sure.
Tommy, yes, that was Tom Atkins in the 1980.
Yeah. It's cold in here.
Right. Tarek says, trailer starts with, I got something on my radar. Looks like a fog. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but even Charles Cypress does a line similar to that. You know, yeah, I got a fog bank moving in. You know, and I don't know, man.
And then this is a good comment, I think. Here, I want to share. Dale says, huge Carpenter fan here. Welcome to the show, Dale. Saw The Fog when it came out in 1980 when I was 15. Didn't think it was Carpenter's best at the time. However, it grew on me over the decades. It's in my top 5 Carpenter movies now. Can't get enough of it. Watch it almost every other month. The remake is puke-inducing.
I 100% agree with that sentiment, all the way to the puke-inducing. I loved it though upon seeing it. I was 1980, so I mean I'm fucking 9 years old when I saw it, and so it had a huge impact on me. The music, the soundtrack, that's something we'll get into later, but I mean, it just made the theater feel gigantic and open and scary. You were not safe. That's what I felt. I remember that.
I did not see this in theaters. I probably saw this on TV early 80s, maybe 82, 83. I'm imagining it was packaged, you know, on one of those late night channels with Halloween or, you know, maybe even Assault at Precinct 13 as a double feature on TV. Now, granted, I lost a little bit in that translation, but not much. But that's probably how I remember seeing this the first time. But, of course, I, loved it when I was a kid.
And
I probably saw it about the same age you were, but a couple years later.
There wasn't a whole lot they cut out of the TV. There's a couple of quick scenes at the beginning, kind of when those guys are getting killed. They kind of whacked that pretty good. I remember that on TV. Right. But it's got the fucking feeling. It's got the mood. It's got the pacing. As slow as it is, it's a good ghost story, man. And it's pirate ghost story. It's fucking great. A revenge story that works. And they just fucking took it, and it's like they looked at the script and went, okay, get that, and then we'll change this and keep that, and we'll change. It's just shit, man. They meshed it together, and I understand why, because once we get into the director too, there's a reason I think this movie was shot this way.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I've been debating on whether or not we should give each of these categories like points and tally them as we go, but I think we can just discuss them and move on.
We'll do our just overall rank at the end. Is fine.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be much.
Well.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. And your coconut, you might be like, you know what? This was a slow burn masterpiece with effective filming and perfect shots from the. And I don't know what you're gonna say. I won't agree.
I bet you didn't know Mike Flanagan was the second AD.
I love it. I fucking love it, man.
I'm just kidding. He was.
I know, but it's fucking. It would be great if it was, and this is what I mean. I don't know what you're going to say. You might have found something redeeming in there that I just couldn't look past because I'm just too gut-wrenched from realizing, I'm like, God damn it, what a wasted opportunity to remake a classic.
All right. Hold on. Dale says, had the pleasure of meeting John Carpenter, Tom Atkins, Adrian Barbeau, and Nancy Loomis. Yeah. They're incredible.
Us too.
Yeah, we've met them as well. Not all in the same place though.
No.
You have to have your album somewhere nearby.
It's right behind me. I don't think you can see it here. I'm gonna try something.
All right.
Let me just. I don't want. If my camera disconnects, I'll be back.
Here you go, Dale. Check this out. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Hold on. That is the Fog soundtrack, signed by John Carpenter. I see Tommy Lee Wallace,
Charles
Nancy
Cyphers,
Loomis, Charles Cyphers,
Adrian Barbeau.
Adrian's in there somewhere.
Yep. And
and
the kid.
The kid, Will Sandlin? No. The other kid.
Like Ty something or other. Ty
Yeah.
Hewitt? Ty Hewitt?
Yeah, something like that. Nice. Yeah, that's probably one of Ziggy's holy grails, and
Oh yeah.
It just all fell into place. I thought it looked like I was going to get Jamie Lee Curtis too at age 45, and then she won a fucking Oscar and said, "I don't need this with these peasants. I'm out of here." So that one remains, but I'm happy with the way it is. I got everybody else that's fucking alive. It would be nice to have Hal Holbrook. I missed him by like a year.
yeah, that would have been sweet. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Marketing, we didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. I mean, the old school trailer is good. For 2005, the other trailer is not that bad.
Again, I remember like kind of going, I don't want to see too much of these trailers. I was into just going in, not looking at them. So I was excited still at this point when this was coming, you know, and I was, and that's what makes me so fucking mad, is because I genuinely wasted anticipation and excitement for this piece of trash.
Dude, hey, it looks like Dale is up there in your Detroit area. So there you go.
Oh God, I've not seen him perform yet.
Ziggy's a man, not quite Detroit, but a suburban Detroit.
I'm a suburbanite Detroiter.
Yeah. All right. Next topic I want to get into is the character introductions, because mostly because I know it's going to piss Ziggy off. I'll be honest. I just want to. I'll be honest. There's smoke coming out of his vape, and there's smoke coming out of his ears.
I'm trying to keep up here, man, so I don't get too fucking hot. But this might do it, folks.
So we're introduced to Hal Holbrook as Father Malone in the first one, fairly early, and he finds the journal. His counterpart in 2005, we meet basically after an explosion on the road, don't we?
Yeah, he runs up, right. Yeah.
And that's his introduction. So
this is what he did. He looked at the old script and it went Father Malone, an alcoholic, and he went, all right, I got it. And he put the script down and he walked away. That's what he took from the Fog original. That's it. Got it.
Okay. Tom Atkins as Nick Castle.
We all know, as the Colonel would say, Tom Atkins gets all the pussy. We know this. But he's sly about it, man. He's the quiet cool. He's slick about it, man. This guy's trapped in some kind of triangle with the hitchhiker, who's somehow the whole focus of this story, and the DJ. He's with both of them. Where's my drunken fisherman? Just every night going out to get drunk. That's what they do. It's all.
He was the responsible one. Tom Welling, though, it sounded like he
Well,
was.
he had the business.
Fisherman.
He had the business, but
Right.
they took that pussy slayer to heart. You know, he was all over that, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, since we're talking about his introduction, we got to talk about Elizabeth. Jamie Lee Curtis versus Maggie Grace. Jamie Lee Curtis is just a hitchhiker.
She's a throwaway in the
throwaway
fall.
character. Yeah.
Third lead, fourth lead, third lead.
Yeah.
Here,
but 2005 makes that the focus of the film.
it's all
like you
about
said.
her, and she's got, you know, first of all, she just wandered off from this 3-year relationship with Nick, just left, no word, no nothing. So I mean, I guess he was all right with it because he starts banging the DJ, but then she's coming back. We're introduced to her like this. She's hitchhiking down the fucking road. He doesn't recognize his own fucking woman. He tries to pick her up. Like he's on the road, back in town, without warning, without a call.
Without
all of a
luggage.
sudden, without luggage, nothing. Who is this person, this fucking nomad, this wandering fucking skank
gypsy
whore
bitch.
slut? Where was she at and what was she doing? And I would get a fucking AIDS test and a whole STD barrage run before I'd even touch this thing. What the hell's going on? It's 2005 for fuck's sake, man.
They took a really good scene from the original with the hitchhiking and made it into something really dumb. I don't know why they did that.
I want to bring up a line that's brought up in this sequence, though, because they do one of the few references that they do make to the original is when they're talking about when she says, well, I guess after they've gone to see her mother, whom we find out they hate each other for some reason, which
that was
isn't necessarily explained, and that gets weirder later, which we'll get into.
There must have been some. This movie must have been like a 3-hour epic with all the weird storylines that stop dead end on your ass, and that's it.
And then they cut it all. Yeah, but there is a line where she's like, "Well, I guess we'll just go back to your place," and he's like, "Oh, you down for some wild, crazy sex?" And she's like, "With a hitchhiker you just picked up? I don't think so." Did you catch that? I thought that was kind of a cheeky way to kind of call out the overt sexism of 1980 movies, especially
well, she straight up tells him, you know, you might get lucky, and she's like, "We'll see." In the original, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know. Right. Tell me it doesn't work though in that movie.
No,
in the 80s version.
It absolutely works, but it is kind of especially if you're a younger person and you go back and watch the 80s movie, you're gonna wonder, like, all right, why the hell is this hitchhiker all of a sudden in bed with this guy? You know,
it was a little weird, but I don't know. It's one of those 80s movie tropes where everybody was sleeping with everybody. It just happens.
Fair enough.
She's
less
easy,
common
man.
now, but I mean,
I guess you can apply that now, but I mean, shit. What? She was already there and left, and then you know what I'm saying? It was like, I know why they did it, but it's fucking stupid.
I just thought that was a cheeky line to throw in. I think it is probably one of the more memorable lines of the 2005 film. The bad thing is the director then films and edits together the most vanilla, non-wild, non-crazy shower sex scene that doesn't fucking fit. You know?
You could tell that he needed, you know, he did it in a style like it would be on a regular TV channel. Maybe a music channel, per se.
A music channel?
That's right.
You think he got his upbringing from a music channel?
Why, yes, he did, Crank. As a matter of fact, he is responsible for this very other monstrosity from that time. Oh, yeah. MC fucking Hammer. This guy is the guy who made that video.
and many other MC Hammer videos.
And he did that. He made the MC Hammer movie.
Yep.
This guy has done one thing that I respect. The movie Stigmata.
Stigmata. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he did. This fucking movie, The Fog, killed his career. He hasn't been around since.
Yeah. I actually have his IMDb up here. He did The Fog in 2005. He did one episode in 2009 of Fear Itself.
Oh my God.
And then has done like a couple of 4 shorts, including something for FIFA.
He's a British guy, so yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So what you're saying, he's actually done...
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This movie pretty much ruined his career. After Stigmata, too, which was a strong start.
I have to agree.
So.
They told me the director of Stigmata is making the Fog remake. I was excited.
I'm in.
I was excited.
Yeah.
No, I legitimately fucking was, man. And that's how many people got involved with this to fuck it up that bad? You know? And it's... Deborah Hill was spearheading this fucking thing. What point was she so delirious in her passing? I mean, it sucks, but it's what happened.
She died during the making of this,
She didn't make it to the end. She never got to see the finished fucking product.
No, the finished product would have probably killed her. If she was still alive, this would have done it.
Because she really, really wanted to remake this film. So, her I would trust to do it and do it right. Something happened, man.
Well, I don't know how far into production she lived. I can't remember.
Or sick. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she was not really, maybe over medicated or something.
Yeah. And
didn't know how bad they were fucking it up.
Yeah. This was a movie that was dedicated to her, though. So that's one of the redeeming qualities.
It said a Deborah Hill film at the very beginning.
Right. How about Tom Welling's Nick Castle? Did you like his introduction at all?
I hated him the least out of all the characters, and that's not saying much.
Okay.
He did his part. You say consider a job well done. Well, consider the job done, and leave it at that, as Jay Peterman would say in Seinfeld.
Adequate.
Just the bare minimum. C. C. Maybe C minus.
Well, okay. 1980 introduces Stevie Wayne just through the voice for a moment, and then you see her. And she also has that radio voice where she leans in and she talks all sexy.
Sultry. You know? I would do it in my new mic, but it's not working right now.
Right. Yeah. But but then you have Selma. 1980 worked wonderfully. Now, granted, had John Carpenter already gotten married to her when they made this? I
think they were at least an item.
They were at least dating.
Yes.
I knew that much. But, and Deborah Hill was out.
Right.
You know, so, but.
Maybe that's why. Fuck.
That killed her. No.
Maybe the story was supposed to be this way the first time around.
Oh. No.
I don't think so either. John's too much of a fucking hardhead to,
right.
You know what I mean? Let go of something. He still came up with the concept.
Right. So, but wonderful introductions in 1980. We get to Stevie Wayne's introduction, which is pretty much the same, almost the exact same, and it's not nearly as good.
I like Selma Blair.
I like Selma Blair. But
it looked like she watched The Fog and just went with it. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to do my... Yeah.
But the whole project looked like one of those kind of situations where it was like, hey, I'm going to copy your homework, but just don't make it look like you copied my homework. You know what I mean?
Well, just aside from her little interaction with Nick Castle when his hitchhiker girl is still right there.
Right.
And she's aware that she's the side chick, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, see you later.
Yeah. But the introductions to pretty much all of the characters in 05 just fell flat. There was no meat to any of them. I mean, I guess Tom Welling's introduction was probably the best of the main characters, just because it was showing that he had this, fishing business, and
him and Selma Blair. As little as Selma Blair did, her and Tom Welling were the only two that really stuck out to me.
Right. Now, Selma Blair's career didn't go very far after this movie either, and she was on a hot streak before this.
She also MS, right?
Not until much later, I didn't think.
Much later than this?
I thought at least 5 or 10 years.
Maybe 5, it wasn't long, but I'm sure she was waiting for the stink of this one to wear off. Yeah. I'd have to look at her credits, but...
Yeah, but she was on a hot streak with Cruel Intentions and, a number of other movies, right before this, and then this,
Dude, people thought this was going to be good. People thought this is good. Everybody, and even the fucking execs in Hollywood were like, "Oh, okay, now you're talking."
Well, we got some current star power here. We got and we have the up and coming Maggie Grace.
We got Superman.
Well, but yeah, and they had him right in the middle of that series too, because I think that series started in 2001.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah. So they were riding on the high of that with him. And even that didn't help. Him and Maggie Grace are the only ones that really went on afterwards to do a whole lot.
Right.
Maggie went on to jump into the Twilight series for a few of those films, I think. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Probably good money in that, at least.
Well, yeah, for a career.
Right.
I was in a movie that made this. You're hired.
Well, when she was in... she was in Lost after the fog. She did the Twilight movies. Looks like Taken with Liam Neeson.
Oh, right.
She's the daughter, isn't she?
Yes, she did a couple of those Takens.
Yeah. The Californication series.
Okay, she did fine. She did great.
Not popular shit. She's doing fine, yeah.
The stink of the fog did not remain on her.
Right. She, capitalized on it. Oh,
nice.
And she was in Fear of the Walking Dead.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Pretty much the entire run, it looks like. 50 episodes. So. Her and Tom Welling didn't necessarily get the stink.
No stink.
Selma and the director, Rupert Wainwright, did get the stink. Now, okay, let's talk a little bit about the acting and the character development, too, because I guess Maggie Grace's character was she psychic? Was she what was going on there? Because she was having dreams all of a sudden, but there's no explanation to why she's having these dreams.
That's true. They never did explain that. Wasn't she an ancestor of one of the people?
Yes, but that's the other thing. It wasn't any kind of anniversary or anything either.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't say it was.
They didn't get on
they said it was the 100th birthday.
Come and see the statues. But I remember it was the big. That's the whole fucking point, and it has to be that night that those guys come back. So
yeah,
I don't know. I liked all the supernatural fucking guidelines the first one had. This one had none of it.
I'll say Tom Welling did fine.
Yes.
Selma Blair did her job. I wasn't impressed with this.
Okay.
I wasn't impressed with this.
Okay. DJ sleeps around. Got it.
and has a son. And I didn't buy that relationship whatsoever.
Nope. His scene was good.
Which one? The kid?
Yeah, his one, the redoing of the what would have been Mrs. Cobritz, which makes that whole scene, in my opinion, when that kid sounds so fucking scared.
Yeah.
Calling out for his babysitter.
Yeah. And she's dust.
She's gone already, yep.
But one thing with Maggie Grace's character, and we kind of touched on it, she comes back to town. Her and her mother have this cold interaction. But then at the end, they're hugging. Like, immediately. Like, they just walk into a room together and start hugging. Like, oh, my God. You know, I'm like, where was the come to Jesus talk that brought you guys all together? Or, you know, did that get edited? What happened here? You know, there was no development. It was just kind of like,
it's almost like none of them saw like the original one or something, man. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know what happened there.
But I get, because of the ending, that might be why her character is having some kind of psychic connection.
Well, what is she? Is she reincarnated from that time? She apparently died at that night.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They don't fucking. They're
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert.
There's no fucking thing with tonight, man. Fuck that. No. Don't watch this. I don't want it to get any more hits ever.
I still have it playing in the background right now.
So. Well, that's one more it got. I refused. I thought about it. Instead, I cleansed my palate by watching the original again.
But that's what I'm talking about, though, is, you know, there was no psychic kind of bullshit in the original.
Nope.
All of those characters were defined well, mostly, I would say. You know, you saw, you know, Tom Atkins going through the motions of trying to figure out the story and what was going on, and you know, all of that. Jamie Lee was just kind of along for the ride. Like you said, she was more of a throwaway character, honestly, in this one.
I mean, the fuck, she went along on some of, you know, she got sucked into the adventure too, and she decided to stay, and even fucking the organizer of the whole event and Nancy Loomis, her assistant, is well developed, better than. She's got a couple of scenes waking up when the town's going to hell.
Right. But all of that was put together and made sense.
Right.
In the original. And I think somebody commented about this earlier. I was going to bring it up. You know, the first cut of Carpenter's 80 film, he hated. And then he had to go back and reshoot a bunch of shit and throw it in.
They said it was a disaster.
Yeah. He said it's not scary, it's not good, it's fucking terrible, you know. But still, whatever they ended up doing worked. And I think the scene on the boat, the seagrass, was added later. And a lot of...
they put some gore, a little bit of gore into it, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, there was a lot of stuff that was added, but... it ended up making sense, especially a whole lot more than 25 years later when, for some reason, none of the characters deliver. I mean, Selma's phoning it in, Maggie's phoning it in. Tom is okay. Tom is okay as Nick Castle. I didn't mind him at all. I think you said that earlier too.
Yeah, I'll forgive him.
Yeah, but you know. He was basically playing himself or, you know, a version of what people thought of him from TV already. And he took his shirt off a couple of times, so that helped. You know. I mean, not me, but...
I was going to say, geez, Crank.
Not me, but, you know, just the marketing of it in general. Why I oughta... Let's see here.
He was looking at fucking Tom Welling and thinking,
No. Let me see here.
Well,
There we go. Paula says, I like Selma, but she ain't Adrian.
She ain't Adrian.
We just saw Adrian last year, and she still looks good. So,
she does.
She was leaving, and we were like, please sign our stuff. And she went, I got to catch a plane. Please. And she ended up signing 3 autographs for us and doing an ID.
She did.
Yep. She
signed the fucking record, man.
Yeah.
The last thing first one.
There we go. Rick says the actors were not the problem in this. No, but they could have done better. It was soulless, had none of the emotion of the OG. Alex says, I'm tired of the bullshit remakes, too much re-stealing people's original ideas. In most ways, I agree. I don't mind remakes sometimes, but do something different. If you're going to do a remake, modernize it and make it relevant for whatever year it is now, instead of just, like we're saying, basically copy and paste, but change 2 minor little things in the entire movie. What were you going to say there, Ziggy?
I don't even remember. I'm so mad right now. There's so many things hitting me right now, dude. I can't even stand it. I just thought about the trinkets and shit that showed up. You know, that enraged me too, man. It just.
Oh, but the connected one. I don't know. I don't even remember all of it. And I just watched it.
I got that shit the first time they showed those fucking symbols and shit. I didn't need that to be thrown in my face like that. It's like ramming the dumb point home.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next category here. The plot, the overall plot, and the changes. I love the plot of the original. Oh, I think the original is... but I love ghost stories. And one of the things I love about ghost stories is most of the time they are inherently simple. You know? Somebody dies, their spirit is stuck, they're haunting or, you know, a residence or a location, or they come back for revenge. Simple story, execute it, done. This one tried to complicate things with, as you say, the love triangle. Go ahead.
God damn it, man.
You see how like this is like me pole starting a lawnmower, like plot change.
Why did they have to do this? They did not have to do this. They spent most of the movie fucking around with this stupid love triangle, then actually focusing on what the fuck the problem was. Where's my revenge story? Where's my 6 must die? That's what I fucking want. Not these assholes figuring out who they're going to end up with and sleep with tonight, man. This shit was crazy.
There was still that. That was still there, but it was just so... They tried to make it so much of a mystery, but even when they were uncovering the layers of the mystery, it felt like it was too late.
Didn't care at that point. It didn't matter. And
uh-oh. Are you going to talk about walking the plank? Is that where you're going?
See, this is the first time. Should I play my video here of my expressions while we're talking here?
This will probably be a good spot.
This is all right, guy. I just, while I was watching, I pieced together a couple of things. I'm going to turn the sound down though, way down on it. All right, so here it is. Yep. Let's get it started. We got it going. And I settled in to watch the Fog remake. And I was fine, you know?
Does this have time code?
Yeah. I just kind of go and... There's some fog. Now I'm all like, wait a minute. The first thing I'm kind of like, You know what I mean? That's as good as it gets.
Was that her getting picked up?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm already lost. And she just... Okay. Look at that face.
Oh.
What's going on here? What is going on here?
Okay. They actually have like video footage. They got some footage of the fog attacking the seagrass. They actually got some footage. Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth, our hero, or whatever she is, she's got the camera and she's walking along the fucking dock and slips on the wood and falls in the fucking water and loses the camera.
Drops the camera.
So
this was that moment?
The spirits induced. Yeah. Oh, this is that whole sequence played out. And I was like, she's starting to, realize that, I mean, you're going to figure out right away. You keep getting a glimpse of a blonde-headed person falling in the water and sinking down. And they give you a little bit more every time they go back and show you what happened that night, because it takes 15 tries before they finally give it up. So...
Yeah, that was another thing I did not like about the remake, was that I guess she's having these visions of what happened that night and these dreams, but they presented it, the director presented it in a way that made to me at least, made absolutely no sense to the story. I didn't like the way they played that out.
Well, okay, in the original, they get the gold. They melt it down into a big gold cross.
Right.
In the remake, it's at the bottom of the fucking Antonio Bay for the whole time. They never got it. What's the problem?
But then how did the town grow? On its own?
That's a little bit of a plot hole there.
All right, what other reactions do we have here and scenes? Do you know what's next?
I don't know. I gotta... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I was looking for a bucket to throw up in at this point, man. Yeah, man. Let's see. I think now I'm fully aware of where this is going, and I've reconnected to it to where I know how it ends now. So I'm like, and now I just like, this is bullshit. So all this is going to be wasted. Now I'm kind of going, what are we going to do with, I want to see what that I want that lighthouse scene from the original. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no lighthouse scene. I think that was when the car crashed and she went into the fucking bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was...
But, oh no, I know what this was. This is where they acquire the hairbrush.
Oh, okay.
And it's there's no Elizabeth Dane board that washes up on shore and turns into a coin or anything like that. It's a goddamn hairbrush from the boat from that night. And then
it burns in the symbols on the wall. You didn't like that? The scales?
The scales, Ziggy. The scales are coming.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Oh, fuck, I went back to the beginning. Hang on.
God damn it.
Like I said, I'm just going to let it roll, dude.
Yeah. What else do we have here from you?
Jesus Christ, man. Like I said, I just can't wait for it to be over at this point, man. I'm so sick.
That's about where I was.
Dude, this is yeah. This is the end. This is after it's over. The credits are rolling.
Oh, I yelled out, like, what the fuck? That's how they're ending it? I'm sure my neighbors heard it.
That's how they ended it.
That's lovely. Lovely. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Mm-hmm. That was a good reel.
It wouldn't let me record the sound on that thing, man. It just kept automatically taking the sound out off of Hulu on my computer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they
Sure.
If you're recording,
Right.
they know.
Right. What were some of the other changes in the plot that you were not a fan of? Obviously, we've already talked about the fact that Jamie Lee's character is now
The focus
someone
of
from the town and the focus. But what else? What else out there?
the relics that they recovered that connected them, that helped them put the whole goddamn Scooby-Doo mystery together. That pissed me off. The stupid... Sorry.
You know,
I want to get this right. Go ahead.
one of the things I was going to say is Tom Welling's Nick Castle must be one of the worst drivers in the history of horror films. He had like 3 wrecks in this movie. Like, what the fuck? It's 2 nights. What the
Dude.
fuck, man?
You're right.
Like, you need to go back and take your driving test, man. Maybe you need to stay on the water.
Just
'Cause-
you
You did better in the water. You had a problem with the winch, but you fucking hit a boat on the goddamn road. Why the fuck is there a boat in the fucking road? I thought that was bizarre.
The ghost put it there.
The ghost put it there.
The ghost put it there. No, but I mean that's the whole thing. They take away the whole your main revenge thread. 6 must die. We don't care who it is. We're killing 6 of you to balance the fucking universe. I love it.
I thought they did. I thought in the original there was supposed to be like a certain 6.
It didn't matter.
It didn't? Okay.
They warped that onto this one, kind of.
Well, I don't see that they did that either, because in the original even there's a moment where they're going after the kid, Andy. And I was like,
want
wait,
Andy.
he's not one of the 6.
He's not one of the 6.
Adrian's not one of the 6 because she's from Chicago.
Stevie Wayne's not one of the 6.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's what I mean. Stevie Wayne.
Nancy Loomis isn't one of the 6. That's what I'm saying. It was any 6. And I think it would have ended on the spot if they got their 6. Getting the gold back ended it, but then
They still needed one more.
well, they were like, you know what? By law, we get our 6 anyway. We should have. He's blood. He's blood to it. So a beautiful
that.
bow to the fucking original.
Yes, I love that ending. But this one, this is another thing I really like picked apart about the remake was there were moments that creepy shit was going on, no fog to be seen. None. Not a cloud in the fucking sky.
It's like they forgot.
It was like a problem car had where they'd get the scene all set up and a gust of wind would blow it all away. They'd have to set up again, you know? So
But
they
still.
got CGI fog in this motherfucker. It's like a 50-50. I would say more of a 60-40, maybe 70-30 blend.
Yeah.
But it's there, you know? But you're right.
Like the scene you're talking about in the lighthouse, whenever the hairbrush catches fire. No fog.
Yeah.
But there's beating on the door. The laptop starts fizzing out. The speakers start playing random weird shit. You know, everything's going haywire. You look
Burn
out
them
those fucking
all.
windows.
Yeah.
You look out those fucking windows, no fog. None. And then there were points where there was fog. Like when Nick and Elizabeth are down by the beach. She gets drawn down to the beach, and he has to come and get her. And absolutely nothing happens to either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little goes by, and that was about it.
Yeah, a little shadow.
Yeah. But, you know, she's surrounded by fog. Something should happen.
Hey.
But no.
Hey.
Hammer time. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things about this movie that pissed me, that really pissed me off. Like,
It just kept piling up at that point. It's just one bad decision after another.
that's the thing. It's called the fog. The fog should be the evil. If there's no
Right.
fucking fog, there should be no evil. Is that hard to comprehend?
I thought there were times when
Apparently.
they tried to portray the fog as an actual thing instead of just a means of conveyance for the ghosts, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Well, like in the water, the fog forms into a ghost of sorts. In the finale, it does as well.
Not very well.
Not
It
very
has a
well.
face when it's going after that kid. I fucking hated that.
Yeah. Well,
They
shit,
changed
it's
the
got,
door.
there,
It's not a
I mean,
wooden door anymore.
we got that from the poster, though. The poster
Yeah.
has a face.
Right, it looks like that. Yeah, like the.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
But yeah, any plot changes out there that you guys had from them?
The ending did it for me, dude. Like that was the one that pissed me off the most. Just the difference from the original to this one. I'm like, what? Wait, when
Yeah,
the credits started rolling, I was like, what? That, really? No way. And apparently, fucking 2005 was a bad time for movies.
I don't know, man. They were giving all kinds of video guys were getting jobs making movies at that point, dude. And
It was a bad time for movies. It just was.
that guy must have had no spine to say no to executives that were coming in and going, you know what you should do?
Rick, you have a comment on there. We will get back to in a moment.
I think I saw that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rick fucking went out and bought this. I bet you regret buying that now, huh, buddy?
You did not buy 2005.
I did at some point. I
I
don't
think you
remember
got it
when.
for $5, but still, that's $5 too much.
Wow. Well, no, you had it from you got it given to you by a friend or something, didn't you?
I don't remember how I got this DVD. Whoever had it though wrote BS on the DVD. I don't think that's coming in super well.
No.
No, it's
But
not.
I've seen.
You can see it on
we
the
saw it
case,
earlier.
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got BS properly labeled because it's garbage.
You sure that wasn't his name? Like Bob?
It probably
Sacamano?
was, but I'm saying it means bullshit.
Isn't that your good friend Bob Sacamano?
Yeah. From Florida?
Bob Saget? I don't know.
I'm telling you, man. I mean,
Okay.
what?
Here's a good point. We haven't even talked about this guy. How about the fucking guy with the metal detector?
What was that?
What? What? Thank you, Bill. Yeah. So he finds the watch, which he has to take to Elizabeth for no fucking reason, and she has to have some kind of vision from it, and then
Things will
I
change.
think- all right, and then I think Bill mentioned this earlier. Like, he finds the rope in the beach and starts pulling up the rope. Like,
And then every time it cuts back to him, he's like another coil around him. He's all loose lassoed into it. Fucking stupid, man.
oh god, yeah, that guy was worthless. I think.
Another throwaway, just, hey, we need someone to die for some reason here. They just, it's time to kill somebody. Who wants to die? You, yeah, come over here. Come here. Metal detector guy. You want to die? All right. Just metal detect. We'll take care of the rest. Hey, pull that rope.
Oh man. All right. Was there another change? The Clipper ship you said you liked in the remake.
I thought
Yeah.
when the Clipper ship rolled up in the fog,
The
you
first
could
time.
see- the first time you could see the figures of the ghosts on the ropes and shit, just kind of looking like you'd see a real ship, a crew. They were all there. That looked very good.
It did look good, actually. Yeah.
That was one of the better production design moments of it, I would say. Or maybe, I guess, more visual effects moments, because that actually worked. But they did nothing with it.
No, and the design of the pirates, the dead pirates, they're just... They got the fucking transparent, translucent, pale face with a little bit of, hey, put some leprosy on him, okay? Yeah, that's how they looked when he died, so yeah.
Like
No,
Bob
Pirates
Ross.
of the Caribbean
Like Bob
came out in
Ross.
2003.
Let's put a little happy leprosy right here. Little happy.
Bob Ross, yeah. Oh, it's a little happy leprosy right here on the cheek. Yes.
Yep.
Just a little happy leprosy.
So we're gonna just brush on some nice white heads right to the back here. Oh, just right on the top there. Just go ahead and tap, tap, tap.
Tap,
Yeah.
tappy.
Well,
Any other plot changes that we need to go into before we move on?
No.
I think we kind of covered all the ones that are fucked up. They just left out a whole bunch of stuff and then totally changed the ending to a completely unsatisfactory scenario.
I hate bad endings so much.
We're not quite to the ending, but we're almost there.
But they don't even really... You never know if she's from then, from there, or just, well, she kind of looks like her. I'm just going to turn her into a ghost.
Guess we are talking about the ending now.
We'll get to that. Hold on.
Okay.
Some of this we can just jump right through. Writing and direction. Crap on the remake, honestly.
Writing and direction.
Well, there you go. Yeah, again, we've already said copy my homework, but don't make it look like you're copying. But it still looked like you were copying, and you did a bad job. I don't really have anything else to add on that. John Carpenter even said he fucked it up when he directed it, so he had to go back and do reshoots.
He just said that wouldn't be one he would choose to do.
Right.
Because of how hard it was. Yeah, you know, and
now,
not his favorite film.
Okay.
What about is this a good point for you to mention why Carpenter even put his name on this, on the remake?
I mean, he straight up just said, "Hey, this is we've mentioned this before. We quoted him. His favorite sound in the world is a check falling into his hand." That quote originated from somebody asking, "Why the Fog remake now?" And he said, "Well, the Thing remake, they did that one." He goes, "I don't make any money. I didn't write that. The Fog, I wrote it. They have to pay me. Therefore, I get it's my favorite kind of movie. So yeah, it's great." You know, but he didn't see it. He didn't know.
He's not watching this.
He ain't watching it. I doubt he's ever seen it.
Yeah. All right. So that's about all we can say about writing and direction, because we've already pretty much shit on Rupert Wainwright enough for his direction, which, you know,
I mean,
he hasn't done anything since.
Deborah Hill rising from her grave and killing all these people that made this film would be a better film than what this was.
Oh my God.
Dude, do I sense a meta sequel?
Dude. Patent pending.
Patent pending? Kind of like Mutilator 2?
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's get into this, because this is kind of funny. Cameos, Easter eggs, and tributes. What did you think of those in the remake? Because that's kind of the thing when you do remakes. You throw in like a brief appearance from one of the original actors. You have a couple of Easter eggs about the film. You know, you show an homage to the original while you're trying to do your version of it. What did you see on that?
Easter eggs, like,
you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Allegedly, Nick Castle's in this movie, but I didn't see him. Did you see him?
Tommy Lee Wallace is in it. No.
I was gonna say, I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure this movie, when it came to Easter eggs, cameos, and tributes, had... Yeah.
I mean, I think the calligraphy is the same in the journal that they wrote. They try to make that look the same.
Ooh.
So, you know, if you want to give them that.
No, I don't. Fuck that. No.
Okay.
All right. The original had more cameos than the remake, with John Carpenter at the beginning.
Yep.
And Janet Leigh.
Janet fucking Leigh.
You know,
the first time, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the first time her and her daughter played in a movie together. They did it later, but, you know, that's what's funny to me about this. So the original had more cameos.
How dare you?
Weird.
Rob Bottin as the worm ghost.
He's Blake, too.
Yeah. And Tommy Lee Wallace in all the scenes where they're busting through the windows.
Those guys are scary. Those ghosts are good. I mean, they don't have that whole scene in the Fog remake that she leaves the lighthouse. She leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, all the tension is sucked away. There's not in the third act. There's no tension, none. The music, even I can say, is that a category? Because there's no cameos or Easter eggs or tributes, so we might as well move on.
Yeah, we didn't. I didn't put the music in there, but we can chat about it here in a minute.
We certainly can.
All right. Tarek says 6 executive producers must die.
God damn it! Yes.
Unfortunately, one of them already did. So.
Oh.
Hey. What?
You're right.
I'm just stating it. I'm not saying I'm happy about it. I'm just stating.
No,
Jesus
she's missed.
Christ.
Carpenter was never the same when they stopped working together.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, and Rick even says, I was going to say, I don't remember any Easter eggs or cameos. Nope.
I mean, they don't even end up back at the church, do they?
What? Tarek, what are you talking about? Tarek, what are you talking about here?
I think they...
Oh, yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Hold on. Tarek says, hey, I'd like to see a legit sequel to the 80 movie by those brothers who did the Time Bendy trilogy. What is their name?
Oh, he's talking about...
Are you talking about The Matrix? Not The Matrix.
No. That's Wachowski girls.
The Wachowski sisters now.
Sisters now, yeah. Time Bendy.
I think he's answering that from... There's Seth. What up, Seth? You're late. You missed an hour and something of rage already.
I'm losing my voice over here.
Seth wants to know, who would you guys like to see do a proper Fog remake or sequel?
Oh, yeah, it was the Town Hall bill.
It's got to be scary, man.
Right now, I don't know.
This is not an Eli Roth film.
No, but...
Flanagan?
Savage.
Ooh, Rob Savage?
Rob Savage.
Yeah?
Give him a shot. I think he can make that scary, dude.
I'd give him a shot. I mean, out of all the people right now. A couple people said Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie? No.
I thought
don't
about
know.
that. It crossed my mind, but man, if he fucked that one up, I'd be really pissed.
Oh, it's not there.
He's really hit or miss with his remakes. Like,
What about Ty West?
Interesting.
yeah,
I could see that. And it could be a direct sequel, but it could still be, because he loves those period pieces, it could still be set in the 80s. It could be something like that happened almost the next day or the next year.
Well,
They
I
could
think
set something
that
up like that.
I think they should kind of go back and show some of those, like the deal, the negotiations. That whole thing would be fucking amazing. And the betrayal. Not the fucking, okay, here's the contract, here's your gold, now give us the rest. What the fuck? You fucking dirtbags. This is bullshit. This is so stupid.
Okay, I think he said Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, directors of Resolution, Endless, and Synchronic. Have them. I don't think I know them, man. I'll have to look them up. I'll check those movies out.
Yeah. Homework.
More home. Wait, we get homework?
sir.
God damn it. Damn it, Tarek.
Let's see. Yeah, all right. Let's move on to the next thing. Nope. Gimme. Finales. We actually already kind of talked about this. The 80 was great, and it had that twist, you know. You
Thought you were out. Everybody's safe.
Yeah, you thought Holbrook was going to get it, or get away, and then...
Oh, that bone crunch is so good.
Yeah.
Swing of the sword, yep.
Such a good ending. Like just I just like it.
Seth, God damn it.
He's fucking. He's gonna get me started again.
Yes, you shut your dirty whore mouth, Seth. How about the director of The Resort?
Son of a bitch.
damn it.
All right.
love you, Seth.
Ziggy, the 2005 finale. Love it?
Yeah, no. Not happy. Actually, kind of insulted because you didn't explain any of that.
By the way.
Why? I mean, have her resist or something, and then just slow it starts to turn her and shit. And she's taking that way, tranced out or something. What the fuck, man? That was fucking stupid.
The Blake ghost. And I will say this. I like the actor that plays that ghost in 2005.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name right now, but
Fine.
I like him. He's been in a number of other things, and I've always enjoyed him. But the ghost gets a hold of Elizabeth at the end. Everyone's pretty much either like dying or getting attacked, but he comes after her and kisses her, turns her into a ghost, and then we see a photo on the wall of him and her together.
Well, Tom Welling comes running up all horrified, and they just are staring at him, holding each other, and they just kind of turn into vapor, into fog.
Right. Yeah, and you already asked this question, like, was she reincarnated? Was she just... Did she look like her, and he's just taking her as, like, repayment? What was the story?
We see her die on the original tragedy, the betrayal, which is stupid because the deal was done. There's no crashing on the rocks. The assholes pull a bunch of guns on them and take all of their shit.
Right.
And then set it all on fire.
Right.
They don't want the lepers
but then
there.
drop the loot.
Right. So stupid, man. And you see her sink to the bottom, just a glimpse here and there, and then finally you see her go all the way down, and it's her dead. And yet here she is alive in 2005, and then, reunited or...
Ooh.
I don't know.
Dude, that's a chance for you to sing. You've been requested to sing every episode now.
I can't, not until my mic's back.
Reunited and it
Yeah, it's
feels
probably a good idea.
I'm not going to do it. I'm too mad. I'm too fucking angry, Crank. Don't make me laugh. I'm mad. Damn it.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
What?
Asshole.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so
we're at the final with it.
honestly, this is one of the worst finales to a horror movie I can remember in a long time.
They had a
Worst
chance to
they've
honestly kind of make it just a bad movie. Not terrible. It would have been just a bad movie with a good ending.
Yeah,
With some violence.
yeah.
Just a more heavy ending, you know?
Or someone at least finally like stating that, okay, you know,
The
some of
curse
us
is
have
broken.
to die. The curse
Yeah.
is here. You know, some of us have to die. Who is it going to be? You know, maybe somebody could betray another one and throw them into the arms of the ghost or something. You know.
The Hunger Fog Games. I fucking love it. Would have been 100 times better than what that was.
Oh man,
Dude.
All right.
I'm angry that y'all had to make me watch that shit again, man.
Oh yeah.
Made for a good episode.
Next episode, we're reviewing The Resort. So stay tuned, folks.
I'm announcing my resignation from...
All right, cultural relevance of the 1980 fog. Was there any?
I would know.
What's a stomach pounder and the kid drinks he wants for breakfast? I don't know. Some kind of... But no, there's no cultural reference, really. It's
Yeah,
just...
I forgot about that.
Anything in 2005? The only thing that I can kind of recognize is they had the video chat for the Weatherman and Selma Blair's Stevie Wayne.
technology. That's it.
So that showed a
Technology.
little bit of a lean.
At least they got the radio station part right, where she was wearing fucking headphones, something Adrienne Barbeau did not do in the original.
That's true. That's true.
Good point.
But I forgave her. I even told her to her face, I forgive you. And I also told her she was the reason I got into radio, so.
Yes, you did.
Kind of a lie.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Radio is one of the reasons why you wanted to get into Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Try the waitress. Tip the bill.
There you go. Yeah, no, besides that, I don't. And maybe them calling out the sexist line, like I mentioned earlier, or the sexist scene, where Tom Atkins just beds every woman in town. Or not in town, but in every movie, he. I think that was something they were trying to say, but then they answer it with the party scene on the barge, and then, women walking around in their underwear for no reason, and
I was absolutely the epitome of 80s smut when they were on that boat, the seagrass.
Yeah. All right. How about this? Staying power. I mean, here it is. 44 years later, we're still talking about John Carpenter's The Thing, or The Fog. Why? And the only reason we're talking about the 2005 one is because of this. So.
Because it's so bad. It's a complete and utter failure. It's a disrespect to the tribute to the material, the source material, that I can't even fathom. I'm just, this film just absolutely enrages me on every fucking molecule.
Does this movie piss you off more than Halloween Kills did, or Halloween Ends?
Oh yeah.
100%. 100%.
Really?
Oh yeah.
At least they took their thing and did something original with it, man. This was just a fucking horrible, man. We are owed a new Fog retelling, if you will. Done fucking right.
I was more weirded out by Halloween Ends, whereas the ending of this Fog remake actually did piss me off a little bit. Like, I was a little mad. It put me to sleep. I zonked out right after.
I even got mad watching it. I mean, dude, I'm just going, what the fuck, man? It's like, why did you set out to do this if you had no idea what you were doing? Why did you think this was going to work?
Why did that writer, or maybe the director, chopped it up too much? But I'd love to see a script. I'd love to see a first draft, because I would hope it's about 120, 130 pages and actually explains a little bit more shit instead of the 95-page thing that they ended up with.
Yeah.
More than likely. But
this just feels like a complete tax write-off. They probably got a discount on the title somehow. Maybe they put out a new version of The Fog on DVD to release, and I don't know, who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
The original.
All right. I don't have a graphic for it, but you did mention that you wanted to talk about the music, so I leave the floor to you.
Original, epic, original, pulsating, just absolutely tension-building, terrifying crescendo of a Carpenter, one of his best soundtracks, I think. I love every bit of it. Fog Remake, it's got a decent soundtrack in your first act. It's ominous. It's all right. It goes nowhere, though. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It stays right fucking there. And it's by the time you get through the end of it, it's every fucking horror movie you've seen from 2005 to 2015. It's the same goddamn soundtrack. The same thing. Same fucking thing. Wasted an opportunity to do another good thing with the same way.
Well,
and John was waiting for them to hire him to do a new soundtrack for it. That's the other thing. Never called him.
Waste.
I can't remember if we talked about this before. I think we talked about this before the show went on, but one of the things that I kind of thought about this movie was this was in that era when, you know, horror movie soundtracks were kind of the big thing. You know?
Yeah.
That was, if you could get on a horror movie soundtrack, you were like the big acts then. And it opens with a Fall Out Boy song, of course, you know, and it has a couple other bands that are semi-memorable from the time, but this soundtrack did not do it for me at all. And it just didn't fit. And the score was even, well, it was just about as unmemorable, you know?
Like I said, it's kind of moody when they're setting it up before I was really getting sick with it, you know, but it goes nowhere. It just does the same shit. It goes nowhere.
But I was paying attention. Yeah. I was paying attention, though, to the Carpenter's score again while I was watching this movie. And it was... I understand a little bit more now why you love that album and that soundtrack. I mean, it's solid. So.
Dude, I mean, when she's on top of that fucking... And she's telling them the fog's rolling up Young Street, you know, over by 5th, and then it's like bam, 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 bam. The Tams are just fucking getting louder and louder. Like war drums coming at you, dude. It's fucking masterpiece.
Right. But 2005, not so much.
No.
Puke.
I do want to say, I've been watching movies with headphones lately. These headphones, and fucking, this is a really good one to watch headphones with. The original Fog, not the remake. Especially that foghorn in the distance. Like, it really sounded like it was in the distance. Like, you get that surround sound with headphones on. Like, it's...
I don't recall hearing too many foghorns in the remake. You know, I mean, it was like... it was there the entire time in the original.
Yeah.
I think they forgot about it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fuck you!
All right. Last, final topic. Did we need a remake?
No.
And I'll even open it up this way, too, since somebody mentioned it. Do we need a new remake? Ziggy, I know what your opinion is on this, of course.
I always love a remake. I'm always excited when they announce these. It doesn't matter if it's something I loved when the 80s when I was young, and they announce a remake. I'm always stoked. And I'm almost always fucking disappointed with the result. This is the Kingpin Mount Everest peak of, God damn it, this is disappointing. To the point where I want my money back, you know? I mean, this is bullshit. I would love to see this redone. Rob Savage, perhaps, somebody of that ilk, just to do a good, scary version. Don't do it shot for shot, but stay in that fucking Carpenter vein. Do it that way again. Make it scary again.
Well,
make it bloody again.
How about keeping that lore, but just still giving it the chance to update it, like where you do have cell phones, you don't have to use the payphone at the bar. I think you can too. Yeah,
Certainly.
I think you can too, especially if you find a good island community like they did in that. Well, it wasn't an island community; it was a little bit up here and there and everywhere else, but they made it work.
That'd be great. I mean, you could use the modern comforts and still do this movie in an isolated place, for sure. It'd have to be away from the masses to work.
Would it be a radio station though?
You could have a nice house that is like it's just like an internet station or a podcast or something. You know what I mean? It would still be cool.
Or what if it's just some, Coast Guard worker?
Someone out at working?
Yeah.
Coast Guard, just have it there, like Dan would be the focal point this time. He's the guy.
Well, maybe not the focal point, but he's the, he's the one that's calling in, and maybe it's a community that still has a bunch of the, not the ham radios, but the radio listeners,
Sure.
like police scanners.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
think
like
you could
CDs
have
or
it's like,
something.
hey, Stevie Wayne on the air. We hit 4 million listeners, 4 million subscribers. It would fit.
And
Maybe
just
a
with a
little-
podcast or something.
Yeah, and the whole world is, what the fuck, Or studio cameras catching the shit out, in the glass and stuff, and I don't know. There's
That's
a million
possible.
ways to go about it, but anything you would do would be better than what we got in 2005 under the title of The Fog. And it makes me sick that it's Deborah Hill's The Fog.
It could be done worse.
I think she would roll in her fucking grave if she knew what this was.
Yeah, I don't know. So, Bill says, how about we use you guys doing a podcast? Hey, it's Death Curse Society. I'm Stevie. This is Wayne.
Yep.
And Tarek says, broadcast radio is still cool. God damn it. I get you. I get you. But what she was doing there wasn't necessarily like, I don't know what the terminology I'm looking for here is. It was almost more underground, I would think.
Yeah, it was like a solo.
It was just
personal
more
station type thing.
Like a college station,
yeah.
but a little bigger.
Probably had like a
but
10-mile
for
radius.
that
They never,
town.
they never said the wattage. That would
No.
tell you everything right there.
Right.
Sure.
But I think it was more for just that town. I mean, because she's basically giving constant updates about, this guy's ship is gone. The seagrass is missing, and shit like that.
Right, it's definitely a local thing.
There's a lot more radio inside stuff on the first one,
Yeah.
She's getting the teasers and the taggers and everything and the bumpers.
Well, and the fact that she walks in the next day and that station only runs like 6 to 12 or something like that, So she walks in the next day at like 5 and all you hear is KB radio, blah, 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 blah.
KAB, yep. Antonio Bay.
She was using the station to try to get the sheriff to call her.
Right.
I thought that was neat. I forgot about that part.
That's kind of why I was thinking, it could be a Coast Guard person or something.
Yeah.
Since radio's kind of going out. It could be somebody like that was...
I would personally prefer it to stay a radio station, but I could see it having to change for modern.
That's true. If the power's out, how can you watch a fucking computer? I guess you got a battery on your phone.
You got your
Yeah,
phone.
laptop, a phone.
We'll make that shit work. We'll just bring that up. I got 80%. Just got to talk here and there. Plug it into the car. All right. I got my charger. It's in the house. Fuck, the fog's in there. Shit.
Yeah, they could have a generator for the station.
Generator for the station. That could be fine.
Yeah.
That's a 5-minute scene right there. Them running to the generator and starting.
Just some of the radio stations I worked at, even Tarek, he worked at, were inside fucking houses,
Sure.
Yeah.
that were remodeled.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stations, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But then they had a transmitter that was 5
Way
or 10
down
miles
the road,
out of town.
just a half a mile up the road in this scary-ass cornfield in this little blue fucking scarier house where the
Now
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was waiting for your ass in the middle of the fucking night.
That would be kind of an interesting take on this. Like, the station goes down, so they got to cross through all the fog to get to the transmitter to keep broadcasting.
Fucking, what is that, Party Road, whatever? Right there, would that be fucking perfect for that scenario? You got to go drive down that dirt road to the little ass dirt trail, and then turn around in the trail and then go to the house, and then the fucking transmitter was another 100 yards up back behind that. Fuck
yeah,
that.
that'd be perfect.
He says, oh my God, yes, and the generators are basically copper fodder for desperate thieves.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ, man.
Or the transmitters, he means. I don't know. There's something there.
That would be good.
Seth says Stevie could be a local Antonio Bay newscaster or internet celebrity. Yeah,
That's what I said.
Yeah.
yeah.
4 million subs.
There. All right, go write it, Ziggy.
I'm telling you now. I can see that scenario in my mind now that I've actually done this in a rain fucking storm where I had to go do the warning and shit. You had to go punch it in down at the other fucking building and shit. It was crazy. And if you did it wrong, you would knock the other station off the air.
Right.
Because it hit all 6. So
Right.
the fact that it's right there, I can see it, dude. This could be done. We just move our station over to the shoreline, and it's up the trail. Perfect.
Yep. Near the church.
We saw where the church is in real life.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's in a fucking neighborhood, goddammit. There's no fucking up the dirt road, nowhere. It's goddamn fucking... it's a whole thing of cement and sidewalk.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
It was beautiful, though.
Oh,
It was
amazing.
that was one of your favorite locations, if I remember correctly.
That and the mausoleum, dude. Hands down. Hands down.
Yeah, if you... it's not in Pasadena, but I can't remember the town that the
Santa
church
Monica.
was in. No, it's not Santa Monica. Santa Ana?
Weren't we on Santa Monica Boulevard?
That's where the mausoleum is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what town the church was in, but...
Oh, right, yeah. We were on a bus. We didn't have to know.
Yeah. But that was a neat spot.
Did we need a remake, Crank?
Fuck no.
No?
Not well. I wouldn't mind seeing a remake, but this one was just terribly done. I almost think this is almost where I would like to see, like, if people are going to do a remake and it's this bad, then I think they need to hire somebody else like less than 2 years later to do another one. You know, hey, Rupert fucked this up. You get your chance, buddy. Here's $1 million. See what you can do. And give it to a fan.
$1 million wouldn't be enough.
Not you need $1 million just for fog.
Yeah.
Because
You can make your own fog.
I could do it for 10, man. 10 million. I'd make the fog that people would want to see.
All right.
Fog.
I thought you were gonna rip a big vape hit then and just.
Let me give you the Fulci.
God damn it. There we go.
That's the fog.
Yeah, that wasn't worth 10 million, but
No.
No.
But yeah, how about we, if we put out a shit remake, somebody else has to come along and do one until you get it right.
Carpenter loves that idea.
Oh, of course he does. Put that check in my hand.
And in the second check, you write the soundtrack. I know what the fuck I'm doing, folks. I do it right.
We doesn't sound like we needed this remake, but I wouldn't mind seeing another take on this. It's been almost 20 years now.
I wonder what the circumstances were that it became a thing. Was it straight up Deborah Hill wanting this that bad?
Like I mentioned, I think part of it was, Tom Welling's star was growing. So, hey, we got a couple of people that are interested in, we want to work with. What scripts do we have that we can use for them? I got this Fog remake. How much? Cheap. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Bad. Once again, Hollywood. You do not understand your audience at all. This motherfucker has a 4 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait, 4
A 4
out of 100.
out of 100. And what's the other one here on IMDb? 32.
Oh my God.
Too high.
32 is way too high for this. I have a 3.7 out of 10 for the remake.
3.7
on
IMDb?
Yeah.
That's even better.
Well, 3.7 out of 10. It's better than the 32 out of 100.
It's about the same, really. It's terrible.
It's about the same, but still.
Wow, who likes it that much? That would.
I don't know, man.
What pretentious fucking douchebag critic trying to make a name for themselves actually put some shine on this fucking turd? That's what I want to know.
There was an article not too long ago that was talking about, and I didn't read it, but I'm probably Bloody Disgusting or Dread Central, whichever one, that always dredges up old stuff. And they were talking about this, but I thought it was funny because it was right after we had talked about doing this, and putting this on the schedule. I was like, God damn it. But I may need to go back and read that because it was, like I said, it was a fairly recent article. It was in the last month, but see what they said about it.
Nope. I went back and revisited this fucking outhouse dumpster fire.
We get it. You feeling okay though after this? Did you talk it all out?
Yeah, I think so, man. I feel all right. I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy you agree with me though, because that was gonna fucking tweak me a little bit.
Do you still have your therapist on speed dial for after this?
I do. Mary Jane, she's the best.
Oh yeah. Well, gang, we're gonna wrap this up, I believe, and call this a night. But yeah, let us know what you thought of the new, not entirely new format, but a new version of our show from time to time. We probably won't do this for another month or so, but we'll do this again.
The rest will be a lot more good fucking debates, man. We went down a whole fucking list of great movies and their remakes that we were like, wow. There's great discussions within all.
Yeah.
So yes, we will do this every once in a while.
But we had to start with this one.
We had to start with this one.
The history of the show and just alone kind of set the precedent that we had to start with this one.
Well, we had to do something good. We had a number of things kind of looming around this date, and then this is the one that had to be, so it had to be something good. So, yeah.
All right. One more time. Sorry, FaZe, you're going to get covered up for a minute. Got to thank our members, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, BD, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Dr. Smiley, Rick, and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Thank you, guys. If you want to become a member, join us at thedeathcursesociety.com. You can check out the membership page on there and become a member just that easy. And, of course, thanks to our associate producer, FaZe. What do you think, sir?
I think that was good. I like that. I mean, like Zag said, that wasn't much of a debate. We all are pretty much on the same page. We love the original. That remake sucks balls.
You're grasping at fucking straws, dude. I mean, you're practicing your creative writing at this point if you're trying to find something redeeming about this piece of shit. There's nothing here, man.
I mean, the first bit, I'd say it was, I'd give it like a 2 out of 10. Once it started getting bad, though, it becomes a 0 real fast.
I don't know if I'd go as far as a 0 on this, but I would. What would you rank the remake, FaZe? You would rank it a 0?
0.5 if I can't go 0. I mean, I have no. I really did not. I hate a bad ending so much, and that ending was so bad.
Okay, Ziggy, you 1?
No, I'll give it. No, I'll give it a 1. I'll give it a 1.
Give it a 1.
Just because a couple of things I was okay with. You know, I liked the way there should have been more of it, of the Ghost Clipper ship coming in. That was cool. There are some long shots of the ghosts walking around in the fog. Mm-hmm. Most of the time they're just CGI'd flashes of blur that suck.
Yeah.
And Carpenter did it way better, man. Carpenter did it way better.
What would you rank Carpenter's movie?
think I've done that before.
I know, but
8.
Faith?
Really? That'd be a 9 for me. I really like the fog.
Where would the fog be in your top 5 of Carpenter's list? I know we've done this, but I can't remember where you put it.
Don't know. I mean, The Thing is my number 1.
It's absolutely 2 for me.
Oh yeah.
2 after The Thing or after Halloween?
It's Halloween, The Fog, The Thing, Prince of Darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be 3 or 4.
Big Trouble. Escape from New York's
Escape
got to
from
be in
New
there.
York?
Yeah, it's got to be in there.
We've done Carpenter before, right?
We did.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the order. If you want to do them top 4 or 5 there for sure. I mean, it's definitely going to be Halloween, The Fog, The Thing, Escape from New York, for sure.
I think the fog would be 5 for me. But it's still in the top 5.
There's a lot of people that don't like it. You know,
I like it.
You know,
I
can see that.
But I definitely enjoy it a hell of a lot more now that I've watched the remake a couple of times this weekend. So
I mean, The Fog, I feel like I took a beating and shit, just because like that's one of the movies that makes you hold your breath sometimes. It did for me.
Yeah.
You know, I would, especially when I'm 9 years old.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So because I think mine would be The Thing, Halloween. Excuse me.
Aha.
Thing, Halloween, Escape from New York, In the Mouth of Madness, and then The Fog, probably.
Where's Prince of Darkness? Not on your list anywhere?
Not on top 5. It's probably in the top 8, but
Sure.
Must be the Catholic thing for me.
maybe, yeah.
We'll have to revisit it again. I mean, fuck, we're gonna have to go down and do the Fridays and the Halloweens and all that shit again. It's time.
On
It's
remakes?
Yeah, it's. I mean, on just even a regular ranking, it's been a couple years.
We don't need to go back and do that. I mean, we don't need to talk about the same 5 or 6 movies every year.
Man,
Not every year.
opinions haven't changed at all.
Every 3 to 4 months, like some places do.
I'm just saying after a few years, opinions can change.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe we can just do it in another creative way.
Seth threw a top 5 list out here, so
That's a good one.
I'll throw that one in there.
Oh, fuck.
5, Assault on Precinct 13. 4, Halloween. 3, The Thing. 2, The Fog. Number 1, In the Mouth of Madness.
Where the fuck do you put Halloween 3 on your list, Crank?
Halloween 3?
Yeah. Well,
On my list of Halloween movies?
yeah, if you did Halloween movies.
There's 13 of them now. It'd probably be in the top 8.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's something that definitely had to be revisited at some point.
I mean, I like Halloween 3, but it's just, you know... I like some of the other Halloween films that other people don't.
Sure.
Like,
H2O.
I like H2O.
It's all right. I rewatched it recently. I liked it a lot better than I originally did.
If you, like I said, if you
if
throw away Resurrection, that is arguably the greatest ending of any Halloween movie, period. Arguably.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
This is true.
All right. Can we move on now?
We could probably move on.
We should probably.
Yeah, good. Next week, guys. Oh boy, we got another top 5 list for you coming your way. I forgot this was back to back because of the schedule change. I'll be honest, guys. We were supposed to have something else pretty cool this week, but some things fell through.
Don't always work out.
We apologize. That's why we had to kind of back up and punt and bring this.
Well,
up
we had to
a
come
little bit.
swinging. We had to come with the big guns today. Hopefully it was good. Fuck the fog.
Joshua threw threw a top 5 list in there too. He says, Big Trouble in Little China at 5, 4, They Live, 3, The Thing, 2, The Fog, number 1, Halloween.
It's like nearly impossible for me to do a top 5 of Carpenter movies.
Well, we can do 10.
Because of the moving parts at 3, 4, and 5, you know?
Right. But anyway, what I was trying to say was next week, top 5 of 2004. We're going to go back 20 years and look at a very possibly questionable year. I don't remember too much
worse than this one.
Wait, 2004. That was Saw. What else is in there? Shaun of the Dead?
Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead remake.
Exorcist: The Beginning, The Grudge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Seed of Chucky.
Species 3.
Club Dread.
And yeah, Saw.
They were just talking about Seed of Chucky not including it on Syndicate earlier. I was over on their page, and they were looking to rank the Chucky films.
I'm not on Letterboxd. I'm on Google.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Hellbent. Yeah, the Forgotten Gargoyle. Oh, there's a bunch of crap on here.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about next week. A bunch of crap from 2004.
This is going to be a tough one, folks.
And then 2 weeks after tonight.
Oh, shit.
What? Are you looking at the schedule or are you looking at the list of 2004
I'm
movies?
looking at the 2004 movies.
There's a Salem's Lot.
I know. Sadly, I doubt it makes the list.
So next week, top 5 of 2004. 2 weeks, our review of Abigail. And then after that, in 3 weeks, we're going to talk about our top 5 kid vampires based on the Abigail ballerina girl. So I think that'll be a fun few weeks.
Gonna have to dig deep on some of these.
Yes. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to throw them out?
Fuck. Phase?
Phase?
I don't know. I mean, thank you for watching. That was, that was good. I'll get a good post. I'll get some good pictures and a good post of that wreath going on Facebook. And I'll get that hung up right up here, I think. I think next week I'll have a whole new setup going.
How long do you think it's going to take to get that thing put back together?
Not.
No.
Damn, dude.
We had to get him at least once.
I didn't do that. That was not me.
Well, it's Phase.
Ziggy?
Yeah.
Send them out.
Thanks, guys. I feel so much better. I'm going to go out and have a smoke and reflect and rejoice in the fact that I'll never have to watch the Fog remake ever again.
Until there is a second remake, and then we will have to do an original versus remake versus remake.
I've considered it high and low, and I've decided not to revoke the status of The Fog as a film not to be named on our show. That will remain. We will not talk about this movie again from this day forward, starting right now. We love you. We'll see you next week for 2004, and here we go.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Have a great week, and happy Eclipse Day. Happy Rex Manning Day. Happy, what was the other one? Happy Don't Buy Plants Day for you Little Shop fans.
Fuck, I bought some weed. Does that count?
Oh, dude, you got singing aliens coming to your doorstep.
Damn.
Yep. Sorry, yo.
I didn't know.
Yep. Shouldn't have bought any plants. Have a good week, guys. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. What was that? Was that a woo?
Ah, the French.